If you're ambitious but lazy, this video is for you. Because at 24 years old, I was broke, lost, and labeled as lazy. Today, I fly around in my own jet, mentor thousands of business owners, and love the work I do every day. But it wouldn't have happened without following these 8 steps. So if you're ready to cut off the old version of you, this is how to get unstuck. The first step of getting unstuck is realizing you're not stuck, you're just unclear. Laziness is a lack of clarity. A long time ago, I was talking to one of my mentors, and he said to me, a confused mind can't make progress. If I don't know what I got to go attack, how am I going to feel clear about attacking something? So here's how we get really clear about our progress. Number 1, dump everything in your mind onto a piece of paper. You got to get everything on your plate in front of you so you can look at it. Number 2, you got to batch similar things together so you don't go from running an errand to then trying to do copywriting to then making a phone call to a sales lead. All of those things want to be batched together. Phone calls should be batched together. Creating stuff should be batched together. Running errands should be batched together. Number 3 is sequence. Once you have everything out of your mind on a piece of paper and put together, you want to figure out what's priority 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step 4 is to delete. If there's things on there that isn't a hell yes, it's got to be a hard no. But now that you've got a clear plan, you need to become the person capable of reaching it. Which brings us to step number 2 of getting unstuck, which is upgrade your identity. When your habits become your identity, you forget you do them. See, most people worry about like going to the gym. Once you go to the gym every day, it's kind of like as weird as leaving the house not wearing pants because it feels awkward. For years, I used to write down, I am an Ironman. It forced me to go to CrossFit, so I started training to be an athlete. It forced me to hang out with other people that were into running and biking and eventually swimming. And 2 years later, my buddy Nick and I ended up doing our first Ironman. What I learned is that the identity is more important than just the habits. Most people think that once I have something, then I'll do the thing to keep it, and then I'll be better, more productive, successful. What you gotta do is you gotta reverse it. You gotta first be that. Be the Ironman, be the athlete, be somebody that gets up and is disciplined. Do the work because that's who you are, and then you'll have the thing you want, which is your fitness, which is money, which is relationships. Most people sit back hoping that other people are gonna do things for them. You need to be the example first. And the key for me though is to do it daily and then speak your identity out loud. So my buddy Nick, he was so into the identity of becoming an Ironman that he got a dog and he named it Kona. Now, if you don't know this, Kona is the world championships for Ironman in Hawaii. This was 6 years before he ever did an Ironman. It's wild that he was able to speak that into existence. You become your conversations, but identity will fall apart if you don't protect it. Which brings us to step number 3 of getting unstuck, change your environment. Imagine you're standing in a commercial grade freezer and you're freezing to death and you're telling yourself, feel warmer, feel warmer.